I'll wait for y'all to tell me which side is Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Powder Foundation. A or B? A or B? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jules Emiway here. Before you go any further in this video, please don't forget to join the Jules Emiway family. As you can see by the title, I'll be doing a review and demo of the new Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr Soft Matte Powder Foundation. And I did purchase the shade 420. This is how the packaging looks, nice and sleek. As I said, I did purchase the shade 420. And let me open the packaging for you guys. This component does come with a mirror also. And this is how the powder foundation looks like. Giving y'all a swatch. So that is what it looks like. And this is what it looks like swatched. Okay, so for today's video, I will be using this powder foundation in two different ways, in which it may be helpful for those who wear it in different ways, if that makes any sense to you guys. So half my face, I'll be applying it as though I would apply my normal foundation or full glam routine. And then the other side, I will be using just the powder foundation on its own with highlighter, bronzer, etc. For those who are wondering, I am an oily skin babe and I do not have a perfect shade in the Fenty Beauty foundation, but the closest match in the Fenty foundation is 420 in the hydrating foundation, but the hydrating foundation does not work for my oily skin. To start off my skin prep, I'm going to take my all-time favorite, Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. And this is what it looks like for those who have never seen it before. And this is a lovely moisturizer for even girls with oily skin. The next step for my skin prep, I'm going to take my Huda Beauty Jelly Water Primer, and this is what it looks like. As if you have been watching my channel since this has been released, this has been my go-to primer of lately. I just use one pump and this spreads all over the face. So now that my skin is all nice and prepped, on this side I'm going to take my foundation, and for today's foundation I'm going to use my NARS Soft Matte foundation. I'm just color correcting my problematic area just on this side only. And if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my mirror. I do have a review on this foundation on my channel, so you can go and check that out. I'm just gonna squeeze this on my face because I don't want much mess. For my foundation brush, I'm gonna take my Peaches and Cream PC19 brush, and I'm just gonna pat this into my skin. And you can see how that has covered all my problematic areas. Even though I've color corrected, I still had a few problematic areas right here. So I do love this foundation. Now I'm going to use my Too Faced Born This Way concealers in the shade Butterscotch and Cookie. Starting with Butterscotch. And Cookies just to give me a bit more brightness under my under eye. Okay, I'm going to blend this out using my Dose of Color sponge. And to make sure this is nicely blended, I'm just taking my brush that I use for my foundation and just blend out the edges. Now on this side, I'm going to take the powder foundation and I'm going to use my Peaches and Cream PC08 brush. And it's an angled face brush. And I'm just going to dab into the powder foundation and just put that all over my face. So far, this powder foundation does seem to be covering up spots. And I'm loving the color of this powder foundation on my skin. As you can see, this powder foundation has covered majority of my discoloration, so to be honest, it's not a bad coverage at all. But personally, I would not wear it on its own. But for those who are curious to know how it looks and how it covers problematic areas, it's okay. Also, another thing is that the more compact the brush is, the more coverage you'll get from the brush. So say for instance, if I use this brush to dab into the powder foundation, it will give me a maximum coverage comparing to using this brush, which would give me like a light to medium coverage. So I'm going to use a sponge and dab it into this powder foundation just for you guys to see if it covers or give you more coverage for those who use sponge on powder. Or for those who are lazy to take up a brush, this is also a good alternative way to use this powder foundation. And you guys can see the coverage. I do feel like the sponge did give me a bit more coverage than using a brush. And the more fluffier the brush is, the less coverage you'll get from product. But I genuinely do love the coverage that I got from the sponge. I hope the 3 different concepts that I've used so far has been helpful for those who are wondering how it can be used. So let me quickly go and put on my concealer under my eye and be right back. Going in once again with my foundation brush just to blend out the edges. You can see how that looks on the skin so far. So far you can see that liquid does look good over the powder so far, so that is a big plus. So now that I've applied concealer on areas that I do tend to highlight, I'm going to take my Huda Beauty powder in Banana Bread. Making sure that powder is evenly distributed on my face. I'm not a baker. And for the next step, I'm going to bronze. And for today's bronzer, I'm going to use my Gucci bronzer in the shade number 5. I really do love this bronzer a lot. Now that I've applied all of that, I do like to use a powder foundation to dust off all powders or excess powders from me highlighting. So I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush and just dust that off. So I feel like powder foundation does even out the skin, and any excess product can come off and still look seamless without having any flashback. So that is a plus. And for blush today, I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Intense. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face and be right back with you guys with my final thoughts on this powder foundation. Hey guys, so I am back with the completed face beat. It's looking flawless. And this beat can be worn on New Year's if y'all are having a gathering, which you're not supposed to, but even if you're home with your little fam and you feel like to glam up a significant other at home to bring in the new year, why not? This look, it would be perfect for that. My final thoughts on the Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr Soft Matte Powder Foundation in the shade 420. First things first, this is priced at £27. In the UK, you can definitely purchase this powder foundation in Harvey Nichols or Boots. And if you're in America, I assume you can purchase it in Boots, Sephora, Fenty Beauty, and so on and so forth. I did purchase this in store with my best friend in Boots. I am really and truly in love with how it's looking on my face. Well, I'm really impressed with this coverage on the Fenty Beauty Pro Filtr Soft Matte Powder Foundation. Y'all can definitely comment down below and let me know what you guys think about it on me personally. And would you guys pick it up, or have you guys purchased it already? Let's just build a conversation in the comments down below on what y'all think about how it looks on me, if y'all planning to purchase it. So my conclusion so far is that it's priced at a decent price, £27. Its coverage is amazing. I love the coverage. I love the undertone. I love that she has 50 shades in this product. I love the fact that it looks very natural on the face, if I do say so myself. Other than that, that is definitely my conclusion on this product. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please comment down below what you guys would love to see from me next.